guys, welcome to week 27 of English. So this week we are going to continue to work on some of our grammar skills. This time I'm going to introduce you to something that you've learned about, you've heard about, but from looking at how we do our writing and answering some questions during reading in class, I'm starting to notice that we're a little confused with it. So we're going to be working on possessive nouns. So before we can get into that, we need to talk about what possessive is. Possessive is when you are holding something or you own something. All right. So if I am holding something, that means I possess it. I have it. Okay? If I own something, same deal. I own it. It's my possession. It's something that I own. So a possessive noun, all right, let's break it down. A noun is a person, place, or thing. So a possessive noun is a person, place, or thing that has something or owns something. Now, in order to identify possessive nouns or to write possessive nouns, we have to use a specific character, and we need to go over that before we can actually get into the idea of the singular and plural possessive noun. So I'm going to show you my board. And I have two things. In red, I have this thing called an apostrophe, and in black, I have this thing called a comma. They look extremely similar, other than the fact their colors are different. They are essentially drawn the same way, but they have two different names. So that means they mean two different things. So let me show you the difference between an apostrophe and a comma, and then we're going to decide which one of these characters or which one of these symbols we are going to need when we write our possessive nouns, whether we're talking about singular, which is one, or plural, which means two or more. So let me do some writing here. All right, I apologize for that. Now, here we go. This is the difference between an apostrophe and a comma. This is a common mistake a lot of us have made in class. Apostrophes, they go at the top of a word and they come after a noun, so person, place, or thing, and we put an S. This shows possession. This is where our singular and plural possessive nouns come from. They need to have an apostrophe. If you're using a comma is used to break up ideas in a sentence. So, hello, she said. So, I said hello. Now I'm using a comma to break apart the idea and show who said it. Right? So, I am not dealing with commas this week. We will be getting into commas in the near future. So, let's take a look at the dog's collar. It is a possessive noun because it is a noun and it's showing that this thing has or owns this thing. So the dog's collar. The dog has a collar. Now, this is singular because I'm talking about one dog. If I got rid of the apostrophe S, the dog collar, right? So I'm talking about one dog. Now let's talk about what happens when I do this. I wrote it again, the dog's collars. Now, this is showing uh, a possessive noun or a possessive plural noun, I'm sorry, because if I get rid of that apostrophe, look at that. It's dogs. So where the apostrophe is depends. If the apostrophe is before the S, that's going to tell us it's a singular possessive noun or something that owns or has something. If the apostrophe comes after the S, that is a possessive plural noun. All right, so now that we have a little bit of background on using an apostrophe and how that works for our possessive nouns, let's go ahead and learn a little bit more about singular and possessive